Extra, extra, read all about it. Princess Malene kidnapped. The full force of the King's Guard has been dispatched in search of the princess. Here's what we know so far. Screams were heard from the princess's chamber, and part of the railing was torn away from the balcony. It appears that kidnappers used a grappling apparatus to reach her room from the outside. Once the guards gained entry to the locked room, they found a single red rose, an obvious calling card. I'm Jeff with the Halcyon Masters, and welcome to the Heroic Ties series, where we explain the lore behind the Vainglory heroes. It's our pleasure to bring you the story of the infamous heartthrob Blackfeather and his partner in crime, Phineas, the river troll. The moon was full as Blackfeather and Phinn huddled in a thorn-hardy orange maze beneath the princess's balcony. Phinn, in a casual tone, expressed his opinion that it is not polite to pluck a poor girl from their home. Blackfeather responds by saying there's nothing poor about this lady, and their adventure could yield them 10,000 gold bits, at which they would split 3,000 apiece.
I use my cash on looking flesh.
Clearly Blackfeather knows his friend is not all that sharp at math. Blackfeather is quick to think of the reward, but not about the plan itself. Phinn asks how they'll return the girl. Blackfeather says to whomever sets the bounty for. Phinn asks how they'll escape. Blackfeather says, trivialities. Phinn asks how they'll get to the princess's balcony. Well, this time, Blackfeather has an answer. Not a good one, but an answer. We'll just scale the wall, but it would be nice if we had a grappling hook. It just happens that Phinn lifted an anchor from their voyage. He heaves it up to the balcony, and with a satisfying clink, it locks onto the rail. Blackfeather just looks to Phinn with amazement, at which Phinn says,
"Hey, I really like the anchor."
Well, Blackfeather and Phinn break into the princess's room and announce, "Resistance is useless, princess. I have come to." But before Blackfeather can finish his pre-rehearsed line, the princess casually says, Yes, kidnap me, for the bounty, right? Well, it took you long enough." In shock, Blackfeather dropped his signature rose and managed to say, "Well, aren't you even going to scream?" The princess's response surprised him even more. "Obviously, I'll scream. I'm no amateur. But if I scream too soon, the guards will." But before the princess could finish her statement, she got a glimpse of Phinn and ekes out, "What is that?"
Have you met Phinn?
"Your Highness, that is a river troll and the second of your captors." To which she quickly replied, "And the handsomer." While Blackfeather and the princess danced around the room, Phinn casually walked over to the birdcage where one of an estimated 50 remaining Trostan whites sits. Phinn unlatched the cage, saying that a bird of this rarity should not be caged up. Well, Phinn renamed the bird Susie after his old uncle, and like magic, they became best of friends. The princess decided it was time for the kidnapping to proceed. She grabs her signature ring and started to scream. Phinn and Blackfeather just looked at each other, and then back at the princess. "It's like you ordered the kidnapping yourself." Well, Malene responded with, "Of course I did. One can't be a proper princess without being kidnapped for ransom. All the best ones are." With the guards right outside the door, Phinn picked up the princess and the four of them leapt over the balcony. Waiting at the base of the tower was a group of ruffians who appeared happy as Blackfeather and Phinn did all of the heavy lifting. While Blackfeather was not about to let his bounty be taken, he pulled Blackfeather out of his sheath. And yes, he named his sword after himself. Compensating, well, you can be the judge of that one. Blackfeather lunged towards the ruffians, all while Phinn caught fireflies for Susie's dinner. Blackfeather's speed was no match for his opponent, but what Blackfeather had in skill, they overpowered him in numbers. The others in the group grabbed the princess and started running in the opposite direction. Blackfeather called out for help, and without pause, Phinn threw his anchor and pulled back the abductors. Princess Malene toppled off one of the ruffians' shoulders into Blackfeather's embrace, but her cheek was scratched by a single thorn. "You fools, don't you know that the hardy orange thorn is poisonous to princesses?" I'd like to stop here for a second. What type of parents would surround their daughter's home with a bunch of plants they knew would put her in a coma? And if they didn't know that, the gardener should certainly be fired. Alright, back to the story. The princess fell asleep in his arms, and to make a speedy escape, Phinn, followed by Blackfeather, lumbered straight through the thorn bushes and away from the guards. The crew found safety in the woods next to a riverbed. Phinn goes off to fish for dinner. Blackfeather lays the princess down in a bed of fresh-cut flowers and goes on one of his dramatic monologues. "Look at her. Is she not the most captivating thing you've ever seen? Her hair, her pale skin, those delicate fingers, how they clutch her prized mirror. Her eyebrows arched as if to say, as if to say,
Let me sleep.
Blackfeather gives Phinn a look and asks how can he think of sleep when the princess needs their help. Blackfeather leans down and brushes his lips against hers to wake her up with a kiss. However, the princess did not stir. Confounded, Blackfeather exclaims, That's bizarre. Something went wrong with the kiss. It should have woken her. Phinn laughs and tells Blackfeather that it will not work for 2 reasons. 1, his technique is all wrong.
The art of kissing is all in the incisors.
2nd,
Kisses don't wake princesses. Only the tickle of a seraphim feather can do that one, and blue feathers work the best.
Susie chirped in agreement. When Phinn turned back to the river, Blackfeather grabbed Malene's hand and whispered, I shall be the one to tickle you awake, your highness. I care not where this adventure takes me. Who knows if Blackfeather is in this for the ransom, or if he's actually falling for the princess. All we know for certain is their quest will take them to the Halcyon Fold, where they hope to find the blue feather that can one day wake the princess. On behalf of the Halcyon Masters, we thank you for watching this video and hope you enjoyed the story. Before you go, press the subscribe button right here. Subscriptions directly support our channel by helping us unlock the skins needed to tell all of your favorite stories. There is more information about the Halcyon Masters, our guild, and links to the full stories in the description below. Until next time, we'll see you on the Halcyon Fold.